So I finally decided to try out HelloFresh, and this is not sponsored, as you would have seen, but just thought I'd give an honest sort of experience of my first time using HelloFresh, and initially very impressed. Great flavour, very easy to follow the recipes, but being someone who does a lot of fitness, it just didn't seem like big enough portions. In fact, most of them seemed, they said one, serving of one, but that seemed more like a quarter of what I'd normally eat. So I ended up eating throughout the day. It's meant for 2 people. I had 3 of those meals in one day, and that leaves only 2 more to cook. So yeah, it's not going to be very, I was hoping it's be an ADHD hack, but here is how I got on.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled around, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase a bag, I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. Lonely now, I'll give up everything. Daunting thought, if I could see my dreams, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go, don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom.
Okay, so for the most part, I would say that HelloFresh is amazing. The flavours are great, recipes are very clever in their simple breakdown and getting all of that ease but flavour across. However, for the most part, I would say the portions are too small. Some are more substantial than others, and they do vary quite a lot in terms of quantity for some reason. And I found some seemed like minuscule and others seemed quite hearty, although still on the low side. For the most part, a HelloFresh that is for 2 people would be 1 portion for myself, or 1.5 would be 1 portion. And so I got through most of it, and I've got 4, maybe 2 meals left in terms of that quantity once again. So there's a few things that I think really up the price, and that is they include a little bit of rice with each one. I don't see why that is one of the things that isn't included, because a big bag of rice is going to be a lot cheaper than having all those individual ones. And the same with some of the herbs and things, but I guess you're then doing it yourself. So they did, however, group the garlic and the meat together a bit more, but again, the meat could be in maybe 1 package if all of your, or a lot of your meals are chicken or mince, and they could save money through having it in 1 package rather than individually flat packed. And again, I can't see how that is good for the environment when they say they're all about sustainable. So I assume it's recyclable, but it still seems a waste in terms of the factory and the organisation. There's also a few things that I would want to go into around choosing your calorie count and what your goal is. Of course, that's HelloFresh versus a fitness-based website. But I'll put a bigger breakdown as much as I can fit within the 5,000 characters. And if I run out of space, I'll link it to something else. Because there are a few things I think would be good to improve upon, and if they see this, then it's just improvements to keep evolving as a company. Overall, I would say it's really easy, well put together recipes, and very clever in making it easy and bullet points, and I wish all cookbooks were like that. Can't sustain this all the time, cooking, and this could be a good ADHD hack if the portions were a bit bigger, and finding a way to cook, batch cook, and then on the tired days where I can't cook or I'm in danger of burning the food, then I can take it from the freezer and that sort of stuff. So all in all, I would say it's potentially worth it to a point, but This was £23 for all the food you saw and a little bit left over. And after the promotional offer, it'll be 46, 48, about that. So is it worth that much when you get through it in 2.5 days? Maybe if you do that and then put it in the freezer, it'll be cheaper than by the time you've ordered 2 takeaways, it's kind of the same price and it is much healthier. The only thing is it does seem to focus on more on the carbs with the rice and pasta and potatoes and all that sort of stuff. It doesn't have a lot of vegetables like leafy greens and carrots, or it has 1 carrot, and normally I'd put 4 in. So it's that sort of thing where you can add stuff to it, of course, but I would much prefer if they focused more on the vegetables rather than the sauce and the starch. So I guess that's what the world's going to. Like, a lot of the takeaways are just sauces with meat in. So I don't know if I were to add more veg to it, that would help. But there's a few things. For a further breakdown, I'll list it in the description. So all in all, fun to do a little montage of this. And there will be days and weeks where I can't manage to do this. But it did take out the 4 of what to buy, and it did take out the 4 of what recipes and where the ingredients are, and it just took out a lot of steps that could possibly help my ADHD and maybe others to get that done. And I don't know if there's a way to have a discount for those who need it as a medical emergency, but it did take out those extra steps that are often blockages and obstacles to me being able to live independently. Normally, I just pop something very easy in the oven, forget about it, maybe burn it, and then just about manage to eat. And most of the time I remember it. So something very easy, literally salmon in the oven, steamer, and then just wait. That's kind of my level of cooking at the moment. So I just wanted to get back into actually cooking proper recipes. So I've rambled on a long time. This is going to be very difficult to edit. This bit, a lot more fun editing the food. I hope this gives you an idea of a real person on YouTube who's just an average person on my phone, just filming in my living room. There's also my art channel, which I'll link up there. And I really hope this has helped you kind of get an idea and a feel for the actual food that you see. And they base it on the average, and we're not average. So if you tend to eat a bit more because of whatever your lifestyle, then I hope this gives you an idea of how long it may last. Haven't slept and still managed to cook okay. So it's quite a good hack for not feeling too well and that sort of stuff. So I'm sure there's many of my friends in the chronic illness community, although mine's mental health, that would benefit from this possibly, but there's just a few changes that need to be done to make it a better service. So I will leave it here, and I would love to get sponsored and get paid by food. HelloFresh for Life will be great. See you next time.